The coroplast is probably what everybody gets hung up on. You see that question to ask the most. And for CA, you don't run a whole bunch down it. You put little dots. I'm not sure why. My assumption is if you put the dots, the air has a chance to get to all of it and it'll cure better. That's just my hunch. I really don't know why we use the dots, but the dots work the best. Little dots, kind of a grid. Make sure your CA is fresh. Old CA won't bond. Some people take sandpaper and they'll scuff that area up and clean it with paint thinner instead of flashing it. That works good too. So put that down, we'll fold it up, we'll make sure it's all the way down. And we'll use these clamps here that work really well. I sell these clamps for about 50 cents a piece. But the bad thing is the shipping. It probably costs 80, 90 bucks to ship all of these. But you can buy them at Lowe's or Home Depot for probably a quarter piece now. I use a lot of them. You want, cat? They work really, really well. I was looking around for some type of weights. Had some of these out in the yard. Well, let me try these, and they work really well. So we'll glue that piece in. Need some more clamps. Throw one on there. I'm going to run some CA down his back. So you can use anything on this joint here. I usually prefer goop. I'm just out of it at the moment. But this will work too. Actually, the plans call for CA down this seam. Clamp that up a little bit. Make sure everything's nice and square and straight. You don't want to twist in it. Twisted mad at spads. Well, it's really not the spad's fault. It's got a twist in it. I'm trying to show you all the little tricks to make a good flying plane. I'm going to let that sit for a little bit. I may not do the wing start tonight. Let's see how it goes here in a few minutes. Your basic spadet wing. The bottom is 4 mil. The top is 2 mil. Makes a nice light wing. The ends are tipped up. Full length ailerons. I use a servo on each side. I always use just a little bit less dihedral than the plans. Kind of be your choice on that. Anyway, I'm going to get started on this. We start out with the 2 bottom panels, which are 4 mil, and we'll get the yardstick prepped. And that's about it. Okay. Got 2 wing panels, and this is the bottom of the wing. Follow the dimensions. Now, it calls for 1 yardstick spar, but I think it does anyway. Since my trainers, it's not for me to learn to fly on. I'm one of the club instructors, so mine get quite a beating. So I'm going to double the sticks up. So it's double the layer. These yardsticks are pretty thin. They're only 1/8 of an inch thick. I know you can get some of the thicker ones from Home Depot. They'd work really well too, or you just make them yourself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue those up. CA these together. And we'll let them sit for a few minutes. sure they're parallel when you stick them down. Okay. Now what we have on the panel shows a 1-inch mark. Actually, it's on the top, but it's going to go underneath. That's where your line's going to be for your tube mill. So that'll be upside down. Now on the end, this pops up. So what we got is we've got to draw a, I don't know what you call it, a wingtip on here. So we just go back in 2 inches. What the plans say. All the dimensions there. What you got to do is figure out, well, you know where the spar is going to be. You kind of arc that over a little bit. A lot of it's done by eye. The apex of that has to be where the spar is going to go. Cut that out. So you're going to flip that over and use it on the other panel. Remember, you have a right and a left panel. You don't want to make 2 rights or 2 lefts, otherwise you'll be making another matched set. Mark that 2 inches as well. Okay, now you got 2 matching tips. And an 1/8 on the back, the plans say. Okay. They're a lot easier to look at out in the shop since I don't have any connection out here. And I'll probably go out of order a little bit here. The next thing the plan calls here. This is how you get Coroplast, the 2 mil from Harbor Sales. I have it cut so we can ship it to me. 2 foot by 4 foot pieces. When you order this, you have to make sure the flutes are going in the right direction. Otherwise, if they send it to you cut, they're not going to replace it because you ordered it wrong. So this dimension here is 24 inches, or approximately 24 inches. When they cut it, it doesn't come out perfect 24 inches. You lose just a hair for each cut. And it's 48 inches long. And the flutes run the 24-inch direction. So when you order it 48 by 24 with the flutes in the 24-inch direction. That way they'll get it right. They will send you a confirmation to confirm that, but initially make sure you order the 24-inch flute. If you order it the other direction, there's really not too many projects that you can use it on, so it'd be kind of a waste. Pull 2 of these out of here. we're going to go with a white wing top. I like to go with different colors on a strainer.